Check out our new episode of NBA 2K2. We have an exclusive star point guard Mike Conley. I want to introduce you to some 2K stuff because your player is really good in the game. There's only a few weeks left in the My Park Championship, so we catch you up on all the action.
Game. Shut the fuck up. Did you get it? Did you get it? Seven. And the way you want a 5 minute game, that shit is too easy. Nigga, the Warriors didn't. It wouldn't matter, to be honest. I know he nice, trust me. I know he nice. I seen the rise of the beast. I know he nice, trust me. I seen the rise of the beast.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the New York Knicks come into town in this one. At the United Center,
Yo, so
Chicago
this
fans are
nigga
cheering
was
for
drinking
the
Arizona,
Bulls.
and it
I'd like
tasted
to
funny.
welcome you to the NBA on
And when
2K Sports.
he took another taste,
This
and it
is
was
Kevin
like
Hart
terrible,
Kellogg
and
and
he
Greg
tried to
Anthony.
pour it all out, and he heard like something was in the can,
All
and there was a
filth.
dead rat. Yeah, his can, yeah, dead rat.
Up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Anthony.
Yo, because it's not the first time I heard that shit.
Then there's Calderon, and it's a Flello in the two-guard.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one. Hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
Porzingis passes to Lopez. The drive by Anthony. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. Lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible...
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anthony's got 6 points. Calderon against Rose. Now the pass to Snell. Out left to the wing. For three. And it's Derrick Rose with the three. Rose has got his second basket. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Porzingis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Gasol kicks to Gibson. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Got a hand on it. And he recovers it. Rose, that's good. New York trailing. And Gibson over to help. Aflalo dishes to Carmelo. Back to Aflalo. For three, Calderon. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And there's another one for the
Yo, so
it's got to be nice.
You know Will Smith's son, Jaden?
His offense is going to be there for him.
Rose.
Nigga just got offered a $10 million deal to be the face of Louis Vuitton women.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting.
And he said, he just said, I just sent my kids off of college. I'll be gay. It don't matter because he said, don't ask me to wear a bikini with a bullshit cut because they just gave me $10 million bucks. He's smart, nigga. I'll take the deal. Fuck out of here. I don't give a shit.
Major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles
You say no, you gay.
on and on. Yet he's made it and made it big.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Feeds it to Williams. The dish to Galloway. Out to the right wing. And Derrick Williams, the basket on the assist by Grant. Williams has got his first bucket in this one. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Shoots from the elbow. The rebound by Grant. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Galloway kicks to Grant. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them.
You know, I play with the game speed, man. How it works?
You know what?
Wait,
They're a
wait.
team that's even keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, and actually excellent talent to make it special. And that combination is a winning one.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. The shot by Williams, no good. For Chicago, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And Brooks, here we go. It's tipped. Stolen by Grant. He kicks it to Williams. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register 1 win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
And, you know, getting back to that point about the Bulls beating every team in the league, only the Spurs and Warriors were the other teams to do that. Goes to show just how tough last year's Bulls squad was.
Chicago trailing here. Here's Brooks. And it's blocked. They recover it. And now the Knicks on the break. And then Thomas with the jam.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now Brooks looking for his first basket still in this one. And O'Quinn sends it back. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Here's Portis. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Grant. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Mirotic. McDermott, no one around him. Knocks down the 3-ball. McDermott's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Galloway to the left wing. Grant kicks to Galloway. Off target from outside. Brooks for 3. He got it up that time, but it would. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. New York ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose and Snell teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Mirotic in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Hey, guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
The drive by Anthony, but they'll get another chance. And Anthony gets double teamed. Stolen away. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And that one's good. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Gasol. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his first foul.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Snell. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And just miss after miss right now. The Bulls leading by 8. And Gibson, here we go. Rose against Calderon. Rose kicks to Gibson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, you know, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And stolen by Afflalo. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. Shot's good by Anthony.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more
CJ
early
definitely
offense
been
just
through a
like
lot
that.
with me, nigga. He would be down like 20 and come back.
It's with steals that allows you to get out of transition.
And he gets it to go.
Put that nigga.
And that's 13 points for Rose.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense is struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Chicago making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Mirotic. Butler comes in for Tony Snell. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Here's Lopez. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Butler. A pull-up. Shot is off.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Outside Anthony. Just 5 to shoot.
Yo, CJ.
Gasol with the steal.
I'm about to go light up. I'll be right back.
Here's Butler. The big dunk at the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pack the ball real quick because y'all niggas are in the middle of this game.
Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
I'll be right back.
Really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Chicago calls timeout. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Portis, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. So for the Knicks. Stolen by Grant. .130 left to play in the first half. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Vujicic. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Now just a 5-point Bulls lead. Here's Brooks. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Clock at 4. McDermott with the steal. Butler with the ball. Now Thomas defending. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
That's his first personal
For
foul.
a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
They double him with Butler. Here's O'Quinn for New York. They have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Now here's Butler, covered by Vujicic. Now here's Butler. Oh, that's blocked. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. And the dunk by Grant.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big time play.
And here is Butler. Goes up off the pick. And the welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Anthony has been putting up the numbers. He has 14 points and also a couple of rebounds.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half. They've got Porzingis. He's out there with Lance Thomas. Aflalo is out there with Kevin Seraphin. And it's Galloway in at the 1.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
It's stolen by Rose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And it's Butler missing. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
5 to shoot. Thomas passes to Afflalo. They recover it. Galloway. Afflalo dishes to Serafin. That's to Porzingis. With the clock winding down. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Talking about Powell and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Powell has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. And Afflalo wide open. He shoots. From outside, off the mark. Bulls trailed by 4. Butler with the ball. Now Thomas defending. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And Serafin throws it down.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
That's good. And that's 19 points for Rose.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So for the Bulls, Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. And Brooks subbed in for Jimmy Butler. That'll be a 5-second call. And the Bulls making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Afflalo outside. Here's Porzingis, covered by Mirotic. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Chicago. For New York, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Passes it to Snell. Back to Mirotic. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's McDermott. That'll go on McDermott. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Portis, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. Here's Porzingis, covered by Mirotic. To the right side. Stolen by Brooks. And it's blocked. And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop. And it's blocked by Mirotic. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And so it's
I'm alive.
with it. Their defense has only allowed 6
Tell you,
points.
that shit was more than what I thought it was.
By Thomas.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as
I thought I only had
you
like
to see out
like
of
a
this
nick
guy.
left. I ended up having like a dub left.
In spectacular fashion.
And you know that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend.
I was clouded earlier.
More staunchly than that.
And a chance to catch up on some
I didn't remember how
numbers
much I
here.
had left.
Breakdown for the Knicks.
And guys, something every team strives for
Nah,
is getting points
I just
off
shoved
the
it. I
turnovers,
shoved
and
it all
they've
in the
done that
bowl,
here
and
in
then
both halves.
like without looking, like paying attention, and then while I was in the middle, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Really run the break well.
Pass to Porzingis.
I was knocked into that purple rain.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot.
It's like when you get it's brick outside. So now that I'm sitting down, like it's hitting me even more.
But Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass
Oh,
in Chicago
the young
side.
guys.
That 5-year deal over the summer was easily one of the most in-demand coaches.
Yo, Nick.
available.
I mean, not Nick. Fuck,
Bulls making
CJ.
the switch here. Gibson's checked in.
So tell me how I'm using the Knicks earlier, right? I'm playing against the Spurs, and the same shit that happened in the game happened to me, like in real life, like in 2K.
Well, Greg for
Like,
Hoiberg
if I made the shot, I would have won the game.
Now we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office.
Yeah, I missed
Came from Iowa State, where he honed his
with
coaching
Calderon.
skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly
Nah,
as an
yo,
offensive
I would never-
coach.
I would
We
never-
know the Bulls are
Nah,
pretty
I
solid
would never
defensively.
pass it to that
He'll be
nigga.
looking to ramp
I
up
mentioned
that
Melo.
offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Time call here. The Knicks
Yeah,
decide
that's
to
what
talk it
hurts.
over. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. The Knicks leading by 4.
Yeah, nigga, you think I'm gonna pass it to Calderon, nigga?
That one's off Anthony.
He barely got up
And
PG.
that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Hold on, guys.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Brooks against Calderon.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Nice shot by Vujacic.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Chicago.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside, and boy, are they struggling in this.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there, so you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Time called here. The Bulls
Yo, CJ.
decide to talk it over.
Yo, I got it popping in the
Knicks
kitchen
finishing at
today.
the
Yo, if you
bottom
was here, you
of
would
the
have
East
enjoyed
last
the
season.
food
They
OD.
didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go. making it last
I
season
made
all
I made
the
baked
way
ziti with
for
and then on the side I did the sausages
For Chicago.
with the peppers and
Rose
onions.
comes in for Brooks. The Knicks leading by 6. Calderon kicks to
Chef Curry,
Vujacic.
nigga. Chef Curry.
Back to Calderon. Here's Olmanson. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. That one on Rose. Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for him here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped to assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, you look back on the Bulls' record last
Yeah,
year.
he
with
did.
27
He did.
home wins.
It's
That's pretty
44%
solid.
from the
Same
free throw
exact
line.
total as they had the year before. They haven't gone below
Yes,
500
he's
at home
44%.
since 2008.
Power down with both hands.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not
Yo.
when they come on a stuff.
Who do you say in this game? Like,
Well, I like the craftiness in his
who's the
game.
player you think you're the nastiest with in 2K?
Basket, just like we saw right there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Anthony.
DeMarcus, cuz.
Got a piece of it. And they're pushing
What
out.
about you?
Scooped up.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard.
Nigga, you give me James Harden, son. I'll fucking violate your whole life.
Glass really
Am I gassing it with James Harden, CJ?
Here's Gibson. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
Yo, play me tonight.
Shots
I want to play with the
ball
Rockets.
as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. It's the Knicks up by 8 from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And the final
Oh shit, my nigga Calvin was popping, bro.
Bulls trail by 8.
All right, fuck you, then, nigga.
Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2.
That means you can't talk to my man CJ, so I'm about to boot you out this party, nigga. Fuck out here.
That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact.
I was about to boot you, but I'm not gonna do it now, cause I'm gonna feel grimy after.
Nikola Mirotic drafted as a late first rounder. Clark.
Your mom's tits.
2011, the Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was.
Don't talk to my man Justin like that.
Consistent PT. I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind
Shut
for
up.
a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you.
Nah, I booted him.
Vujicic kicks to Calderon. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. He feeds it to Mirotic. To the inside. And slam dunk by Butler.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Anthony. Anthony missing again.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may be, he's not making that one.
Here's Vujicic.
Zero.
He's covered by Rose. Shot clock at 6. Anthony, the pass to Vujicic. Lobs it up. And they force the shot.
Yeah. That's what you like.
Brooks checked in for Derrick Rose. Bulls trailed by 4. With the steal.
Aaron Brooks.
And there's the
Yo,
foul.
this shit lagging
It'll
OD,
go on
man.
Aaron Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Lopez dishes to Carmelo. And it's blocked by Mirotic. Aaron Brooks. That's good.
They are just killing them.
Yo, stop, bro.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Powell to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
Right.
You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high-percentage looks.
Rose, he's checked in for the Bulls. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Lock at 6. That's short off.
Nah.
And with Powell, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds.
You know, I was watching. You know, it was
Mirotic. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony with it. Butler covering. Butler against Anthony. Tries to snap the cold streak. Lopez passes to Vujicic. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Knicks lead by 4. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And a final point, guys, with Powell's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
Amundsen kicks to Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You gotta manage the clock and play smart. You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Some changes for Chicago. Gibson comes in for Mirotic. And Snell subbed in for Doug McDermott. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Rose again. It's Calderon. Amundsen kicks to Calderon.
That's a real friend right there.
Gain possession. The three from Anthony. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Rose, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Anthony. Defense right on him. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there. A little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 4.
I tell you, he picked a tough time to start struggling. Only 1 of 6 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Dishes it to Amundsen. Calderon in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. After like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 2. 139 left in the fourth quarter.
I'm about to give you the hands right up.
Rose dishes to Gibson. Down low. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
There's the pick. Amundsen, the pass to Vujacic. 4 on the clock. Rejected by Gasol. Outside Rose. Down low. Here's Gibson. Money!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
It's Anthony with the drive. Good. A huge shot to tie it up.
This is what happens when you allow Carmelo Anthony to heat up.
Rose against Calderon. Nails it.
Boy, right now, it's really tough to stop Rose.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Here's Rose. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, you gotta shut it on.
And stolen by Butler. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Calderon. Pitch to Anthony. Over Butler. New York, no good that time either. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this.
Oh, yeah.
Talked about the games that Curry has sat quarter. A great quarter of the Warrior games. He hasn't played in the fourth quarter. Both
Balls itch. Yo, I'm about to tag you or something. Nerd. Yo, Carl.
Now it's back to the track with that 20 sack rolling up a switch of that straight clip sticking out the max of that sticky.
What up, beautiful? Oh, I thought I was gonna play you. I was waiting for you. My dick fell off. Oh shit. That's all he did is play part. Oh, CJ. Mm-hmm. You're gonna catch up. Go home, nigga. What the fuck is wrong?